Hi friends, welcome back to meditation class. Today is day 24, December 24th, if you're doing this in real time, of the Activate Challenge. And I'm pre-recording today's medication, pretty much, but meditation, just with the holidays and everything. I'm hanging out with my family today, so I just don't have time to go live, but we gotta be here, we gotta practice. And I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter because I know a lot of people are going to be hanging out with their family in the next few days. So you might not have time to do a 45-minute meditation, but maybe you have time to do like a 10-minute meditation. And yeah, I'm recording this in my car. So if you guys hear motorcycles or people coming by, like, it's just, that's the vibe where we are right now. I'm actually parked in the cemetery. I just went on a beautiful walk. And then, yeah, just hang out with my family today for Christmas Eve and Christmas tomorrow. So yeah, I might go live tomorrow in the morning. But if not, I'll just record the meditation and I'll be putting them up. But yeah, today we're going to focus on the energy of giving and receiving. So I thought this would be kind of a fun one to do right now, just with Christmas. A lot of people are giving, literally, like gifting and spending money and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted us to do a meditation kind of to reframe our idea of giving. And when we give, we receive back. So I think sometimes it can be stressful this time of year, like getting gifts and everything. And like, I'll spend time with my family, but it's usually just like me and my parents and my sibling, maybe like a cousin or an aunt. But like, my family's lived in California for almost 10, 12 years now. The rest of our family's on the East Coast. So I don't have to buy gifts for 24 fucking people or 50 people. So it is a little bit different than if you have a huge extended family, because I know that can be sometimes stressful, not only just financially, and I know everything's just fucking expensive as shit right now. So I know a lot of people have added stress on them in the moment right now financially anyway. But then it's like also the factor of like when you're getting things for like random coworkers or a secret Santa, or like it just becomes all this pressure of I just have to buy something, find something, like go to the store and like scrounge around and find something. Like it's not enjoyable anymore. And for me, I love to buy gifts and I love to make people gifts, and I'll buy my friends things when I see them that just remind me of them, or like, oh, I'm getting rid of this and I feel like you would love it, like take it. Like I love to give people things, and clearly I love to give. Like I give away so much free shit on the internet in terms of my healing work and my meditations and everything. But that's because I truly love it. And that's the energy I want us to connect in with, like giving from a place of joy and like excitement, and you're receiving back like that excitement and joy and pleasure, and not of the feeling. I guess the feeling is obligation. That I want us to kind of reframe the idea of obligation. And we can't like change our family dynamics sometimes. Like, you can take yourself out of situations depending on, your personal relationships. Like maybe it's not healthy to be coming together on the holidays with your family. Maybe you need to create new traditions. But I also know like sometimes we have all these obligations or expectations on ourselves. And growing up, like I'm 32 now, I'm an adult, like I can make my own traditions, or make things like do things the way that I want to do them, and not based on how it's always been done. And that's kind of like the idea that I want us to all think about in general going into the new year. Like just because we did it this way doesn't mean we have to do it that way again, or doesn't mean that because someone did it this way successfully, I have to do it that way. You are learning to connect with your authentic self, your intuition, which can guide you to show you like, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to have your day look like? What do you want to have your future look like? Like, there's so many big questions around this, so it's not so easy of, let me just change what I've been doing. It takes little tiny steps. And it's also recognizing, like, emotionally, when you have like obligations on yourself, like, how do you feel about that? Like, I feel like for me, and I know my siblings like this too, like, in an annoying way, but that's also because I see what I'm like in them, and I'm like, there's our family wounds. And it's like seeing myself projected outwards, you know, when you're with your siblings or your family. But I see, like, when they have obligations on themselves, they get really stressed out, and then they become avoidant. And like, that's something that I used to really struggle with, and I still do, definitely still do, but I've made big improvements. And also taken things off of my emotional plate. Like, just because someone expects me to do something doesn't mean I have to do it. Obviously, in a work situation, that's different. Or, you know, if you have kids, like, you can't just be like, you expect me to make you dinner, I'm not going to, fuck you. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But, you know, I think sometimes we have societal expectations or family expectations put upon ourselves that we don't even care or like or enjoy. So why are we doing it? So I think that's just something I want us to focus on going into, the new year. Like, what can I take off of my emotional plate that isn't serving me? And what can I put on my plate that's going to be so yummy, yummy good, and you're going to eat it up? Okay? So for our practice today, we'll be here about 10 minutes in our meditation, 10-15 minutes. And we're going to be doing an energy healing meditation. And I want us to focus on sending energy out. And then we're going to focus on sending energy in and receiving energy. So as we are sending energy out, I want us to visualize coming out of our hands is like a cloud or a mist or a light, whatever is going to be easier for you to picture, but you're going to imagine that energy floating out of your hands, and I'll walk us through it. And that it's going to start to fill, you know, for me, I'm in my car, the car, then seeping out the windows and further out. And we're just giving the energy out as far as it will possibly go. And then we're going to place our hand on our heart or our stomach, somewhere in our body, and imagine all this energy coming in. And this part is going to be kind of like with the journey practices. You just let things come to you. You're not going to be necessarily trying to create a visual in your mind. You're just going to allow visuals or feelings or sensations or memories to come up for you. So for this practice, I'm in my car, but I'm going to have my feet flat and my spine up as straight as possible. And so for this practice, I'm going to have you guys stay seated. And then if you want to, when we get into the receiving part, you could lie down, but it's up to you. So we're going to just begin by closing our eyes. And I'm just going to have you place your hands on your stomach, and we're going to take 5 deep breaths, just coming into presence before we begin our visualization. So breathing in through the nose, exhale, inhale, exhale out the mouth, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Final breath, breathing in and exhale. And for this part, if you guys want to engage like some movement and have your hands kind of moving and dancing and feeling the sensation of your hands moving around, maybe circling your wrists, you could add in a little physical movement to this. But otherwise, you can keep your hands just kind of placed, palms facing outward, resting on your stomach or the top of your legs, like wherever is most comfortable. So your palms are going to be like facing up, not on the body, outward. So the energy is coming out. But again, if you want to like move your hands, you might feel silly, and it also might feel really, really good. So as we are focusing on our hands, wherever you can comfortably rest them and or move them, imagining out of your fingertips, out of your palms, is healing energy. The energy of giving, the energy of joy, the energy of pure giving for the sake of love. No alternative motives, no bullshit backstories, just giving because you feel good about it, and it feels so good to send your positive energy, your positive vibration, rippling it out into the universe. So as we're doing this, you're going to imagine this light, or perhaps it looks like a specific color, maybe pink, maybe green, floating out of your hands, and begin to imagine this energy taking up space in the room you are in, floating out of your hands and beginning to encompass your whole body in this healing light. Once you feel like you are completely submerged in this energy, imagining it moving further into the room you are in now, moving further through the windows, through the doorway, down the hallway, into your home, into your apartment, seeing how far you can imagine this energy floating. Maybe you can imagine it seeping down the hallway, going into your neighbor's house and just filling them with joy. Or seeping down into the streets, and as the cars drive by, they're just hit with a wave of unconditional love, the energy of giving. I'm gonna stay here about 3 minutes, just imagining pouring out that energy as far and as wide as possible, maybe into the past, into the future, into the cosmos, deep into the earth. Like, see how far you can take it. And we'll stay here in silence, allowing you to have your experience. And I'll call you guys back in a moment. Spreading that energy throughout each and every cell in your body, throughout your bones and your blood. Just giving energy of light, joy and peace, stillness. And sometimes when we are not used to that sensation, it might feel a little bit uncomfortable. So just asking to spread this throughout the body in a way that is comfortable for us, each individually. And now placing your hands on your stomach or your heart, maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach, sending that energy of giving into your heart and into your sacral plexus, creating a vortex of love within the body. And if you want, you can now lie down. We're gonna allow ourselves now to receive this energy from the cosmos, from Source, God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, whatever word you have for it. I call it Reiki. Some people might call it love. God, Source, Spirit, Universe. There's 1,000 million different words. So whatever is comfortable for you, and or your higher self, your ascended self, your ancestors, whatever is comfortable. but knowing that that is a frequency of healing, love, peace, allowing you to receive and truly feel it, truly know it, and truly trust it. That you are deserving. As much as you give, you deserve to receive tenfold, 100-fold, 3,000-fold. You deserve to receive. And even if you don't give a single thing, you still deserve to receive. Because we don't need to do anything to deserve love. We are love, and we should receive it 3,000-fold, no matter what. So we're going to stay here about 5 minutes, imagining this energy floating into the body. Maybe you can tune into some physical sensations. If you want an image to focus on, I invite you to focus on a healing color. So I want you guys to choose a healing color for yourself. This is an exercise I do with my students. My healing color is pink. So when I imagine energy floating into my body, I imagine it as pink. You might pick purple, green. Green is really nice and rejuvenating, physical healing. Like, each color symbolizes different things and can do different things. But if we choose the color that represents our healing, we can use it to visualize our healing through our body. And at any time when we feel unsafe or scared, using that color as like an anchor point, a grounding point for yourself, when you're in fear or doubt or confusion, that color can act as an anchor. And a fun exercise also to do is picking that color, and then when you're out and about running errands or maybe going on a walk, asking Spirit to show you that color out in the world. Maybe someone walking by has got a hat with that color, or a backpack, or you see a flower right outside your door, exactly that color. It can be a fun way to receive spiritual confirmation. But yeah, choosing that color if you want something to focus on, and just imagining it floating right in front of your face. And yeah, we're just gonna have this healing energy flow through the body about 3 to 5 more minutes. And we'll stay here in silence, allow you to have your own inner experience. The energy of receiving. continuing with your experience, however long you feel like you want to stay in meditation. If you're ready to come back, I just invite you to slowly begin to move your physical body. Maybe you want to stretch your fingertips. Maybe you want to move your hips in a little circle. Moving your shoulders, your neck side to side and up and down. Bringing your hands to a prayer position over your heart. Giving thanks to yourself for showing up for another meditation. Giving thanks to this energy of giving and receiving. And again, as always, asking any energy we moved or shifted with our practice tonight for it to be released into the light or buried straight into the earth to be recycled, renewed, become usable energy, to be gifted to the earth as an offering of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to any guides or spirits that showed up for all of us individually, sending them back to their correct dimension and time. Closing any portals that were opened during this work tonight. Sending all your energy back to you. Calling all my energy back to me. Taking 5 deep breaths together before we slowly open our eyes. So breathing in. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Release. Inhale. Release out the mouth. Final breath, breathing in. Hold it for 1, 2, 3 little milliseconds. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Give yourself a good little squeeze. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and go about the rest of your day. As always, I invite you guys to journal, write down stuff about your experience today. Maybe it was easier to give than to receive. Maybe it was easier to receive than to give. Maybe the receiving brought up a bunch of stuff for you visually or physically. Like, what happened for you? And if nothing, maybe you were bored, maybe you're confused, maybe you're tired, maybe you're over it. Like, that's all information too. So you can write that down too. Just even if it's not like a fucking profound, crazy experience, you're just like, okay, I feel more relaxed. Like, that is good to write down because it's a reminder for you of what occurred during your practice. So it's more about like documenting your experiences. But thank you guys. Today was, yes, like I said, day 24 of the Activate Challenge. We have like about a week, 20, whatever that math is. The last one is December 31st. We've been meditating all month. If you guys are just joining us now, there will be a playlist that's linked. Or you can just go to my page and go to the playlist tab and you can find I don't know why I'm putting on my seatbelt. I'm about to leave. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, you can go to the attached playlist if you want to start at the beginning of the Activate Challenge. The practices do build upon each other, but you can join and start anytime. And then I've said this every day pretty much, but I'm going to say it again in case people are just tuning in. They build upon each other, like I mentioned, but I also encourage you to work with your intuition because that's what this challenge is all about. Like, number 23 sounds good to me. Number 18 sounds good to me. Like, what is the vibe? And just kind of like intuitively picking the one to do for yourself. And that can be a really fun exercise. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Any questions, comments, etc., you can comment below or send me an email if you have a private question. But a fun thing to do would be if you guys picked a healing color, please tell me what your healing color is and put in the comments. Let me know if you're pink as well. Let me know what your color is, okay? And then, yeah, I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow for Christmas meditation. And then, yeah, in case some people missed it, our solstice meditation, which was activate day 22, for some reason had a weird sound glitch, so all the sound was gone. But I was kind of sad and disappointed about that. But I'm leaving the video up because it's just going to act as a placeholder for you. So if you're doing like the challenge, you have a meditation for each day. So on the 22nd, you could just like play the video and have it on in the background, like turn this weird air noise off and just have music on, or do a silent meditation and just use that like time of the video to act as a placeholder for how long you're going to meditate that day. So I'm just going to leave it up even though it is glitched. But also it is an energy healing meditation, so you'll still feel the energy healing. So you could do, just like a silent practice and just see what comes up. But yeah, I was very kind of disappointed, but we are going to be doing our New Year's and like manifestation New Year practice. So we will, part of the solstice meditation was like setting some intentions and things like that. So we will do that on a different practice, and we'll still be able to get some of those good vibes. So, and solstice is truly about rest and rejuvenation. So maybe that was an indicator we just needed to close our eyes and be in silent meditation that day. But that's how I take it. Spirit guides me, and so when things like that happen, I'm always like, okay, let's just keep it pushing. So thank you for joining me. If you guys celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. Anything else, Kwanzaa, etc., happy Kwanzaa. I don't even know when Kwanzaa is this year, but anyway, like if you celebrate a different holiday that I don't mention, happy holidays and happy almost New Year. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So bye. Also, there's a new podcast episode up, so you can check it out. It's called Mother Mary's My Girl, and I talk about some of my recent healing experiences and spiritual experiences in my personal practice, and just a lot of reflections on inner child healing, which definitely I think goes along with the theme of the Activate Challenge and what we've been working on. So check it out. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.